Often perceived as glorified hobbies, small home businesses are fast becoming an economic force to be reckoned with. A homepreneur is an entrepreneur who creates and manages a work-from-home business. These home-owned businesses truly are starting to grow in South Africa. Sisters Ayesha and Zaheera have become homepreneurs in 1999 and own a children's clothing range that continues to grow exponentially.
Having moved from Durban to Pretoria with 2 little kids, I had to start a business. My husband found work here. My sister Zaheera, always trying to cheer me up, and she's always been a great fan of my designs and always motivating me. And she saw a gap in the market, and she actually encouraged me to start Fizzkidz.
I do the marketing and the business side. We started off the marketing with very little resources, and our first marketing strategy was just by word of mouth, telling friends, telling families about the Fizzkidz range. We were quite excited when we started this range. It was a fresh concept that we introduced into the market.
The secret to the success of these homepreneurs is their vision to empower other home-owned businesses. Their focus on supplying only home-based businesses is a strategy that only proves the strength and influence of homepreneurs around South Africa.
Well, having had a lot of help in starting this little home industry, we thought it was time to maybe give back. I had a lot of friends and family who loved what we were doing, and they were always so keen on it. So one day we just said, why don't, with this, home-based businesses, why don't we just ask these ladies if they'd be keen? And everyone was so keen, but a lot of them didn't have the capital to start a business. So Zaheera then secured a loan for us, and we made our first 200 pajamas, and we offered it to about 12 home-based agents at no cost at all. We paid for postage, everything, and we just said to them, run with this. We're trying to launch this brand into the market, and let's see how it goes. Up to today, there's some of our agents who refuse to buy stock from us because they say, for old time's sake, you just got to give it to us on consignment. And that's how we actually got into this home-based industry.
On the marketing side, there were a lot of strategies that we use. We went out to preschools where we ran competitions, and obviously the prices that we gave out were Fizzkidz pajamas, and it always brings a smile back to our face because that was a clever idea. Kids then went home and spoke about the range, and that's how they became aware that there's a pajama out there for them. I had calls from mums from the preschools as well asking me for the pajamas, where to get them from. And it's always good to keep in touch with people, and that's what built our database.
With the advent of the internet, owning a home-based business is no longer dependent on flyers and postcards. Ayesha and Zaheera have recently taken their business online, and now their children's clothing range can be bought online through their new online store.
We've been involved with Fizzkidz for around 15 years, since they started when they approached us in 1999. What we did for them is we created a website that hosted all of their stock, their brands, the seasonal brands that they brought out and everything. Most of the time people are too scared to go into a business because they have to have a warehouse or they have to hold stock, and the fear is it gets stolen and they lose a lot of money. Now, imbued system works in such a way that you don't have to hold the stock and stuff like that. You will just ship it from the manufacturer itself directly to your end user or client.
What is going to happen is we're going to have a website where our agents can trade online using the Fizzkidz infrastructure without them keeping any stock. So obviously they would go online, purchase, we would get the order and package it from here and send it out. So it just saves a lot of time and money as well at the same time.
This home business has grown to a point where they must now outsource much of their labor. Many of their garments are now produced at a factory in Cape Town for distribution.
We would like to empower more women. We would like to see more women becoming agents. We would like to see agents across the country, even out of the country, or if possible. We would like to see Fizzkidz become a household brand across the border.
Whilst the bustle of the corporate world continues and business booms, homepreneurs continue to contribute to the economy. Ayesha and Zaheera are true examples of business-minded individuals that started small and have used their success to further grow home industry in South Africa.